Good morning, guys. William here with Patriot Containers. I'm going to go out on a limb here and just say it how it is. 90% of every cargo container company is basically a scam. Whether you get scammed out of your money or you get scammed by everything that they told you was just a sales pitch and a lie, and they under-delivered everything. I've watched this cargo container industry go to shit right after COVID, and what the companies are out there telling to you guys. I've called them. I hear from customers that bought from these companies, and I read all these companies' complaints, and they're always the same. So I think, my opinion, I might be off a little bit, but yeah, 90% of cargo container companies out there that are trying to sell you a container, or you're calling for them to sell you a container, are not really good companies. There are some companies that are 100% scams, where they sell you something that's so expensive, and then they tell you it only costs this much, and then you Zelle them money, or you wire transfer them money, or you send a payment method to where you can't get your money back, and it was a total scam the whole time. That's 100% scam, where you get nothing. The scams I'm talking about now, I used to say 50 or 60% of cargo containers companies are bad. Recently, a shipping line that I was talking to, I told them that, and they started laughing and saying, hey, we actually think it's like 70 to 80%. But I read a lot of these complaints, and every company out there, not all, it's very few that are actually credible, trustworthy, honest, and do everything that they say they're going to do for their customers. Most of these companies that I'm warning you guys about, they don't do anything right for their customers. And that's why I started making these YouTube videos. Been doing this for 12 years. I've owned my own business for 10 years. And I am fed up with what I call these shitbag companies that are lying to you guys about everything. And I'm trying to bring awareness to this industry on how to spot these companies. And it's sad because they all have the same thing now. The signs are there, but if you really know the truth about what's going on in the cargo shipping container industry, the number one sign is, we're nationwide. We're nationwide. We're the biggest and the best. We're the most reviewed. They're also the most complaints. So when you have a company like that's got a bunch of, I'm not a sexist person, but it's a bunch of women sitting at home selling containers because they got a job off of Facebook, but their job is to make a commission, and then the cargo container company sends them money, and they're 1099. These people have no clue of what they're selling, and they're not using the truth to sell it. So they're going to tell you, yeah, we're the nationwide most reviewed. I've been around for 12 years doing this, and even 12 years ago, the shittiest companies all say, we're nationwide, we're nationwide. They use that as a sales pitch to make it sound like they're the Walmart of containers. Well, they might be the biggest because they sell the most containers, but they also offer the shittiest service in the industry, and they don't care about their customers at all. So yeah, nationwide, most reviewed, blah, blah, blah. They have the most complaints in history of nightmare stories of what they do to their customers. The new one that came out after COVID is warranties. I'm telling you right now, it is insanely rare to run into a company that actually honors a warranty. These companies that use sales pitches as they have a 25-year or lifetime warranty, it's not a real warranty. It's a sales pitch. So they'll sell you a really nice container verbally over the phone. They have all these terms and conditions that protect that business literally minutes after your order. You make an order, minutes after that, you'll be charged the cancellation fee for canceling your order. It's kind of like you want to know this information now. You don't want to know it in 6 minutes after you place an order with them, because they have cancellation fees, and it's just always a loophole of how to screw over their customers but make them rich. It's sickening. It makes me sick. That's why I'm doing these videos. I've been doing this way longer than these idiot companies. That it's funny to me is like, especially when a company says they're holy or go to church and stuff, but they're literally legally ripping people off. That's my rant on religion and ripping people off. And I should go to church more, but I don't rip people off and scam people and stuff. So yeah, warranties. There's another big sign of the shittiest company. Every sign that I'm giving you, if you actually research these companies of what they do to their customers, you would never buy from these companies. You just wouldn't. What's the newest one? Oh yeah, cash on delivery, but no cash on delivery. So we'll run your payment on delivery, but if they bring you out a crappy container and you don't pay for it, they will send you to collections. That's an all-time new low. What's the next one? Money back guarantees. Yeah, they say they have a money back guarantee. If you don't like your container in 60 days, you can return it. Yeah, at your own expense, and you will lose money. And there's a ton of loopholes of why that's untrue. It goes deeper than with what a customer can understand. You can't just bring a container back to a depot, and you have to have a restocking number. And most of the shipping lines aren't going to give you a restocking number on a crappy container that the company has sold you. So back to the warranties. These companies that are saying warranties, lifetime, 25-year, we'll give one to your dog, we'll give one to your dead grandma. It's never ending with the lies. But if they deliver you a crappy container with holes in it, their warranty is JB Weld or a patch kit. They shouldn't have sent you the horrible container in the first place, but then once it's there, they're going to say, oh, no, put more trust into us, and then call our warranty department. These companies have leak departments, warranty departments, customer service complaint departments. It's never ending where they can transfer you to never be accountable. So, yeah, and then it's just the lies that these companies are telling you guys are just never ending, and they're constantly evolving on how to keep coming up with new stuff to sell more containers. And to me, that's why I'm making these videos. I'm like literally sick and tired of these stupid companies and their stupid reps that are just screwing people, Americans, over. And yes, they claim they're United States or whatever, and no, they're scumbag con artists that should be unemployed and put out of business by an attorney general. That's how bad of a business that they run. And I'm just sick and tired of it. That's why I keep making these videos. So yeah, I have a grudge against these companies. I've been sued by these companies for expressing my opinion on what they do. I used to work for companies like that, and I got so sick and tired of it, I started my own business. And yeah, again, I hate tooting my own horn, but been in business for 10 years, and I don't have a single complaint from any actual buyer online. Now, have I had upset customers? Yes. But if you take care of the problem like a responsible, accountable business, that person won't leave an online bad review. So yeah, the signs are out there. Nationwide, most reviewed, warranties, money back guarantees. It's never ending. Once you hear this, get off of the phone, Google the company name, and click on lowest reviews or lowest ratings on Google. Click on their complaints on BBB and go to their Yelp. Read the complaints of what these companies have done to their customers and ask yourself if you trust them. And that's it. So that's my 2 cents. Monday, 4th of July was on Friday. Great day. Anyways, guys, have a great one. Bye.